I shall not leave these prisoning hills, though they topple their barren heads to level earth, and the forests slide uprooted out of the sky. Through the waters of troublesome, of trace fork, of sand lick rise in a single body to glean the valleys. To drown lush pennyroyal, to unravel rail fences, through the sun ball breaks the ridges into dust. It burns its strength into the blistered rock. I cannot leave, I cannot go away. Think of these hills being on with the fox, filling into the shadows one with the newborn foal. The lumbering ox drawing green beech logs to the mill, one with the destined feet of man climbing and descending, and one with death rising to bloom again. I cannot go, being of these hills I cannot pass beyond.
The title of this poem is Heritage by James Still. The speaker is unnamed but seems to elucidate to the author in his struggle to leave his home and heritage. This poem is about someone who is struggling with wanting to leave his home but is conflicted with leaving the items of his heritage behind. We can infer the speaker is from a farming culture because of the use of the hills and animals.
The figurative languages utilized throughout the poem are metaphors, imagery, personification, and strong diction. The main metaphor is the repetition of hills used to illustrate the speaker's feelings towards heritage, mainly trapped. Personification in line 3 describes the forest slides into the sky. Detailed imagery and diction throughout the poem asserts how the speaker endeavors his environment and has to remain there, however, is still accepting. The speaker also juxtaposes life and death through connections with living creatures, a fox, a foal, an ox, and a man in death. The contrasting ideas are made apparent. This seems to imply that the speaker was attached to this place, even when the speaker was surrounded by and subjected to both life and death. The tone at first is apparent frustration and regret as the speaker is trapped in the prisoning hills. Nonetheless, line 9 introduces a shift in the tone to acceptance and a feeling of connection to the speaker's environment as it states one with death. The constant assertion of being one with exemplifies the connection and acceptance of the speaker's situation.
The particular connection seems to be why the poem is titled Heritage. The speaker is one with the place and has figuratively inherited the environment over time. The poem's theme is important because although most people are proud of their heritage, some need to realize that heritage can be conflicting and that no one can stay in one place forever. Mr. Bennet, a character from Jane Austen's novel Pride and Prejudice, can be compared to this poem. This is because Mr. Bennet feels trapped in his marriage and wishes to leave because he no longer cares for Miss Bennet. However, he stays for his daughters who have become a part of the environment he is connected towards, just like the speaker of the poem.